welcome back. It is our last video for the basic crochet stitches. So our final stitch is the double treble crochet. So if you're seeing it in a pattern, it looks like this. And if you're seeing in a written pattern, if you are seeing it in a chart, it looks like this. So without any further ado, let's get to our last stitch. So here we are. For our last stitch, we have a total of 15 chains. Now again, this is going to be my 10 stitch row, and this time our beginning stitch, our transition amount of chains is going to be a whopping 5 stitches. So we're going to count over 6 stitches. So we're going to go through our 6th stitch from our hook. We have 1, which, let's talk about our basic stitches again. We have 1, which is our single crochet, 2, which is our double crochet, 3, which is our double crochet, 4, which is our treble crochet, and 5, which is our double crochet. 6 is right before my nail. So I'm going to wrap or yarn over my hook a total of 3 times. So it's going to look like we have 4 loops on our hook. And now we're going to go through that 6th chain from our hook. Yarn over, draw through 1. And now it is going to be the same as all the others, except for the half double crochet. We're going to yarn over and draw through 2. Which get kind of tricky here. Yarn over and draw through 2. Yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over, draw through 2. So we are yarning over and drawing through 2 a total of 4 times. Why they don't call this a quadruple stitch is well beyond me. Or a quad stitch. Maybe in another language they do. I know English, the UK uses different terminology than the United States. So maybe this is a quad stitch in the UK terms. Seems like it should be a quad stitch. So we have 4 loops on our hook. And we're going to go through this next chain. Yarn over and draw through 1. So we have a total of 5 loops on that hook. Yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over, draw through 2. Yarn over, draw through 2. I sound like a broken record. Yarn over, draw through 2. I am showing my age by saying I sound like a broken record. Yarn over 3 times. We're going to go into this next stitch, into this next chain, and we're going to do that all over again. Yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and yarn over through 2. And this is almost, we are looking at about an inch and a half, little over an inch and a half tall. So again, I would not recommend this particular stitch for anything for a baby, unless you are maybe going over and doing some decorative work over another piece, but it's definitely a good stitch to know, just in case you see it come up in a pattern. Obviously, this is the H hook and worsted weight yarn. If you use a bulkier yarn and a bigger hook, it's going to be taller. If you use a smaller yarn, lighter weight yarn, and a smaller hook, it is going to be a little smaller. But in the long run, it's a pretty large stitch. And so I'm going to get to the end of this row so then I can show you the turning and to make another row. Oh, I think my allergies are kind of kicking in. All right, so there we are with 10 stitches. Again, if you need to slow it down, speed it up, go right on ahead. And so now I am going to yarn over and I'm going to make a transition chain of 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna turn, gonna do my wrap of 3 and then go into that first stitch. And like I said, this is gonna be another one that you're probably gonna have counts as 1 stitch. And again, we're gonna go through, so we're going underneath those 2 from the previous row. And ta-da! That is how you make the double treble crochet. And like I said, we have just now gotten through the entire Basic Stitches catalog. Now any other stitches are going to be made up of these stitches as well as the slip stitch. And there we go, 2 rows of treble or double treble crochet. And again, that gets us to the end of the Basic Stitches. And with the treble crochet, that ends up our series on the basic crochet stitches. So we're going to next be talking about gauge, and that I'm going to add in the knitting information into that as well, because it's basically the same thing. So we are going to be talking about gauge next. I am going to be throwing in some other special stitches. We're also going to be talking about knitting. So if you are interested in learning how to knit, if you have mastered crochet and you want to take up knitting, or knitting was just something that you were waiting for and you're just like, Barbie, can we get on to the knitting already? Because that's what I really want to know. That is going to be coming up here shortly. So I hope you enjoyed this series. I hope you enjoyed the basic stitches of crochet. And if you did, like, share, and subscribe, of course. And we are going to be moving on to the other fun stuff with crochet and talking about knitting some more. So hope you enjoy. See you later. Bye-bye.